Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Time for creepy Andy Cohen to be cancelled. Is it time for creepy Andy Cohen to be cancelled after all of the drama that has gone on over the last several months? It seems some former Bravolebs have a very strong and passionate following. Therefore, they do not believe he should be on Bravo any longer. So what else are they saying and who are they supporting? Keep reading for more details. Time for creepy Andy Cohen to be cancelled. Andy Cohen has been in hot water with several Bravolebs over the last few years for different reasons. Bethany Frankel was once very appreciative of how much he and Bravo helped to launch her career. Then she believed the stars of these hit reality shows should form unions so they could get unions. Her reality reckoning tour went against Andy, Bravo, and all involved. That RH8ONY alum also recruited Lee McSweeney, who had grievances against Andy, as well, and cited him for doing cocaine with Bravolebs. He would then give them favorable edits because they partied together. Brandi Glanville of RHOBH fame accused Andy of sexual harassment. She has recently suggested that he would ask her to date the men he thought were cute. Yet he could not be with them as they were straight and he was not. One notable Bravoleb he wanted Brandi to date was Southern Charm star Austin Kroll. According to The Sun, she shared this. He also had FaceTimed her when he claimed he was going to be intimate with Kate Chaston. That was what Brandi deemed sexual harassment, and she has since released the footage. After all of this went down, Brandi's diehard followers had a lot of feelings. They were not happy with Andy Cohen and his behavior and did not hold back. Never friends. To Brandi Glanville, she and Andy Cohen were never friends despite what fans seem to think. Though some may believe that they had this great relationship, she looked at him as a boss. Furthermore, she was scared to say no to his requests or demands because she wanted to keep working. She did book 2 RHUGT shows, Season 2 and the OG Season 4, which took place in Morocco. Sadly, it likely will never see the light of day as Brandi was accused of sexually harassing co-star Caroline Manzo. This has cost Brandi both money and her health. Andy Cohen, the charismatic and often controversial host of Bravo's Watch What Happens Live, has been a staple in the world of reality television for over a decade. His sharp wit, unapologetic demeanor, and ability to get stars to spill their secrets have made him a household name. But as the tides of public opinion shift and the social media landscape grows more critical, a question has begun to surface with increasing regularity. Is it time for Andy Cohen to be cancelled? ####The rise of the Bravo King. Andy Cohen's rise to fame is nothing short of impressive. From his early days as an executive at Bravo to becoming the face of the network, Cohen has had a hand in shaping some of the most iconic reality TV franchises, including The Real Housewives. His talk show, Watch What Happens Live, became a late-night sensation, offering fans a behind-the-scenes look at the drama, along with a heavy dose of Cohen's unfiltered commentary. However, with great power comes great scrutiny. As Cohen's star continued to rise, so did the number of people who began to question his approach to interviews, his treatment of reality stars, and his overall influence on the culture of reality television. ###The creepy factor. One of the most common criticisms leveled against Andy Cohen is his tendency to push boundaries, often in ways that many viewers find uncomfortable. From asking deeply personal questions to stirring up drama among his guests, Cohen's approach can be seen as exploitative. Some fans argue that his style is more akin to a high school bully than a professional interviewer, and that his relentless pursuit of juicy gossip often crosses the line into inappropriate territory. This creepy factor has been the subject of much debate, particularly in the age of #MeToo, where there is a heightened awareness of how public figures wield their power. Cohen's insistence on digging into the most intimate details of his guests' lives has led to accusations that he is more interested in sensationalism than genuine conversation. Critics argue that this approach not only objectifies the stars but also perpetuates a toxic environment where personal boundaries are disregarded for the sake of entertainment. ###The cancel culture conundrum. The call to cancel Andy Cohen is not without precedent. In recent years, several high-profile celebrities have faced public backlash for behavior that was once deemed acceptable, but is now seen as problematic. The concept of cancel culture is complex, often sparking heated debates about accountability, redemption, and the role of the public in determining a person's fate. In Cohen's case, the argument for cancellation hinges on whether his actions are harmful enough to warrant such a response. Some believe that Cohen's behavior is indicative of a larger problem within the entertainment industry, where exploitation and manipulation are often rewarded. They argue that by continuing to support Cohen, viewers are complicit in upholding these toxic dynamics. On the other hand, there are those who argue that Cohen's actions, while sometimes uncomfortable, are not egregious enough to justify cancellation. They point out that Cohen is an entertainer, whose job it is to create compelling content, and that his interviews are often consensual exchanges where both parties understand the nature of the show. Furthermore, they argue that cancel culture can be overly punitive, leaving no room for growth or change. #### the house that Andy built. Another aspect to consider is Cohen's undeniable impact on the reality TV landscape. He has been instrumental in bringing diverse voices and stories to the forefront, and his work has helped shape the genre into what it is today. The success of the Real Housewives franchise in particular has provided a platform for women of various backgrounds to share their lives with the world, even if it means exposing their flaws and vulnerabilities. However, this success comes with its own set of criticisms. Some argue that the shows Cohen has championed promote negative stereotypes and encourage unhealthy behavior, all in the name of entertainment. The drama, feuds, and scandals that drive the ratings are often seen as exploitative, painting an unflattering picture of the participants and, by extension, the viewers who consume this content. Cohen's defenders, however, argue that reality TV is a reflection of real life, and that the drama and conflict are part of the human experience. They contend that Cohen's shows provide a form of escapism, allowing viewers to engage with stories that, while sometimes outrageous, are ultimately rooted in reality. The power of perception. Ultimately, the question of whether Andy Cohen should be cancelled is one that hinges on perception. For some, Cohen represents the worst aspects of the entertainment industry, a figure who capitalizes on others' misfortune for his own gain. For others, he is a savvy media personality. The power of perception is especially potent in today's social media-driven world, where public opinion can shift in an instant. Cohen's fate may well be decided not by any one action, but by the collective judgment of his audience. As fans and critics alike continue to debate his merits, Cohen remains unapologetic, seemingly unfazed by the growing calls for his cancellation. #### A complex legacy. Andy Cohen's legacy is a complex one. He has been a pioneer in the world of reality television, creating a genre that has captivated millions. But with this success comes the inevitable scrutiny and the realization that the line between entertainment and exploitation is often blurred. As the conversation around cancel culture continues to evolve, so too will the debate over Andy Cohen's place in the entertainment industry. Whether he is ultimately cancelled or continues to reign as the king of Bravo, one thing is clear: Cohen has left an indelible mark on reality TV, for better or worse. In the end, the question of whether it's time for Andy Cohen to be cancelled is not one with a simple answer. It's a reflection of the broader cultural conversation about power, responsibility, and the ethics of entertainment. And as long as Cohen remains a fixture on our screens, this conversation is far from over.